Tony D and Little Joan, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Ransom, South Korean movie about a dude who has to pay a ransom, as nearly near as I can tell, and he has to go to the Middle East to do it. And immediately everybody's trying to kill him. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 12, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. He happens to run into the only Korean taxi driver in the Middle East, and they team up to get away from, I guess, all the Middle Eastern guys who are trying to kill him for the money. I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of hard to figure out what the hell the movie's about, but it's called Ransomed. They've got a giant pile of money and everybody's trying to kill him, and there's some cool stunts. Here's a cool one here. I'll just play this little bit here. See that? Boom. Did you see that in the background? That was pretty sweet. The South Koreans got a lot of cred with me. um, Here he is offering the guy a bribe. He says no, then he offers him to help him get an American visa, and then he's like, oh, let's go. So coming soon, Ransom. uh, It's good stuff. I'm loving the stuff coming out of South Korea. It's good stuff. I mean, you can't beat it with a stick. So, as near as I could tell, first act, they got to pay some kind of ransom. I don't know if the guy paying the ransom is part of an organized crime syndicate or if he's just maybe part of a corporate thing. It seems a little sketchy. It seems a tiny bit sketchy. That's the first act. They got to pay this ransom. He goes all the way to the Middle East to pay it, and it's not as easy as it looks. They try to kill him. Next, he gets into a taxi cab, and the taxi cab driver, they start getting shot at, and the taxi cab driver saves him. And at first, the taxi cab driver's like, get the hell out of my cab, leave me alone. He found the only Korean in the Middle East. And then he basically talks him into teaming up. So he teams up with the taxi driver because he doesn't know anyone else in the Middle East because now everybody's trying to kill him with all this money. And I'm not sure what they're trying to do. I'm not sure if they're trying to escape to America with the money or trying to pay the ransom and then go back to Korea. I can't tell. Maybe it's part of the government, which is why he can offer him an American visa. Maybe he's from America. I don't know. But these guys are the heroes, so I assume they survive at the end. And after many, many stunts, they probably get to keep the money. I'm guessing. But let's see if there's a thing. A young diplomat. Okay, so it is the government. Is assigned to the task of carrying the ransom money to rescue an abducted diplomat in Lebanon. And a local taxi driver accidentally gets involved in the mission. Okay, all right, I could see that working. So he's like a South Korean diplomat who I guess doesn't speak Lebanese, but they sent him, and I don't know. So it's South Korea, so it's not like North Korea where he'd be like, oh yeah, I hope he escapes with the money and never goes back. But the line in the movie, how did I find the only taxi driver in the Middle East who's Korean? It's pretty funny. I wonder if they shot this in Korea and then, I don't know, did a second unit thing for the other scenes. It looks pretty deserty. I don't know how much is there a lot of desert in South Korea? I don't think so. I think they actually probably went to Lebanon to shoot this because it's probably pretty cheap to shoot in Lebanon. Um, but it looks insane, just like a lot of fun action movies look in. They're wearing Middle East outfit. They totally would stick out like sore thumbs. Two Korean dudes running around the Middle East. Yep, we're just other fellow Middle Easterners. We're not doing nothing. We're just here to pray to Allah. So yeah, I'm totally down for this movie. I have no idea where it's playing. Might end up on Netflix. Netflix picks up a lot of South Korean, a lot of foreign movies that are halfway decent. This looks pretty good. The action looks good. It's definitely a fish out of water. It's a good mix, right? Because it's like You don't think about, you always think like Americans stuck in a place like Lebanon. Um, to South Korean nationals, that kind of changes the math a little bit, right? So it's not like America where like, our country could just push people around. It's like, we want those Americans back, or go to the American embassy as Marines, they'll save it. I don't know what the South Koreans' deal is with Lebanon. Do they have an embassy? What's that like? They may not have that kind of pull like America does, right? Lebanese might say, "Oh, South Korea, go f yourself. We're not saving your guys." I mean, who knows, right? So it kind of changes all the math. So I'd be very interested in seeing it. Looks fun. It doesn't look like it's going to be nasty or depressing. It looks like at the end the taxi driver and the guy survive at least, and that should be fun. So it's called Ransom, another South Korean movie, man. Where is Hollywood these days? It ain't in Hollywood. It's in Seoul. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Crazy Little Joan. Thanks for tuning in today. I will be at the Bordentown Library tomorrow, Saturday at 2 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil, Joan. Yeah, it starts at 2. Hey, you can't come. Sorry, no dogs. Anyhow, hope to see you there, and we'll see you tomorrow.